Hey, this is a different Delta safari. Let's think of it as kind of a State of the Delta address. I'm your host, Stu Donald. Let's head to the Delta. I started Delta Safari about 2.5 years ago. And the main goal when I started it was this was going to be an outdoor channel. Fishing, hunting, backpacking, hiking, just exposing the world to all of the wonderful things there are to do in the outdoors on the Mobile Tensaw Delta. But as the years have gone by and I look at the analytics of the channel and I see what's resonating and what isn't, it appears that there are two other directions I can go with this channel that have been very popular. So I'm going to lean into it, so to speak. One of them is historical videos. So the history on the Delta is honestly just as impressive as the ecosystem. I mean, you think of the entire Native American European conflict. It all started on the Delta with Fernando de Soto coming through and having his little spat with Chief Tuscaloosa, which was really the first bona fide warfare between European colonists and indigenous people. Then you progress a few hundred years, the Creek Indian War, which started here on the Delta, was really the beginning of the death of the Native American people in this country, because it ended at the Battle of Horseshoe Bend when Andrew Jackson defeated Red Eagle and then took his troops on to New Orleans, where they won the Battle of New Orleans, thus securing victory in the War of 1812. Now, Jackson took that success from the War of 1812, parlayed that into a successful political career, which culminated with him being elected President of the United States, where he then committed the greatest sin in American history, the Indian Relocation Act, which led to the Trail of Tears. All of this began on the Mobile Tensaw Delta. And we've gone into it, we've explored that. I've done a shorts series on the channel just about the Creek Indian War. And it will be concluding here in the next week or so. And when it's done, I'm going to compile the entire thing into one episode of Delta Safari. But the other things that have gone on here, most people are aware, the famous Battle of Mobile Bay with Admiral Farragut yelling, "Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead." That happened right here in the Delta. The USS Alabama is at the Alabama, the USS Alabama State Park is the hero of, one of the heroes anyway, of World War II, was the ship that led the procession into Tokyo Bay to accept Japan's surrender at the end of World War II. I mean, the history here is just unbelievable. I mean, you look back through all of American history, and so much of the integral stuff happened right here on the Mobile Tensaw Delta. The other direction that has become popular is the food stops that I make to various restaurants on or near the Mobile Tensaw Delta. They've been very popular. And since I like to eat, you can expect a lot more restaurant spotlights. So those are two different avenues, in addition to the outdoor stuff that I've been doing, that I'm really going to explore more in the future of Delta Safari. Basically, I'm giving the people what they want. We are more than halfway to monetization now. Over 500 subscribers, you get monetized at 1,000. So I'm still not making any money for this other than, the reward I get from, what I consider an art. I enjoy making and editing these videos. And old Luke Boy, he's going to be on a lot of these adventures with me too. So you can expect more Luke in the future as well. Hey, Luke, Come here. Say hey, buddy. Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing, Luke? Now, last week we had a historical snowstorm here on the Delta. We received 7.5 inches of snow. That is the most I have seen here in my lifetime. I've seen that more than that in Nashville, and I once drove through a blizzard from Minot, North Dakota to St. Louis, Missouri, so I'm no stranger to snow. But to see it right here on the Delta, on the Gulf of Mexico, on Mobile Bay, was just literally a once-in-a-lifetime event. That's the most it snowed here in 150 years. And I made a couple of videos of that, shorts that I shared on the channel. And I'm going to end today's video with both of those so you can see what it's like when it snows on the Delta. What do you think, buddy? You've never seen snow before, have you? You don't know what to think, do you, buddy? What's going on here? Oh, look at the camellias with the snow. Isn't that pretty? The way that pink kind of sticks out. What's up, Luke? What's up, buddy? You don't know what to think, do you? Snow in the magnolias? Snow in the farkleberry? Snow on the campsite? What you thinking, buddy? What you thinking, buddy? It snows about once every 7 years on the Gulf Coast. And today is the most it has snowed in half a century. This is the view outside my office window. I could look at this all day. And probably will.